Sir.
I'm starting, guys. This is a interactive mode again. So not unlike your earlier morning, I told two parts of story. That is, I speak only alone, right? But this is interactive type. So compulsory step-by-step process. Understand. So here I am not talking about any virtualization. First, I will talk about a desktop, remote desktop only. Okay, remote desktop, the concept of a remote desktop, and one by one we can able to see it. Okay, so then it is a complete interactive mode, step by step. So compulsory, guys, you must understand, and practically maybe it is difficult to go. We'll try otherwise. Okay. If I show practically also, you don't feel much difference. Okay. Yeah, maybe, may not be. So we'll see that one. So this is my a PC, and these are another PC. Just for understanding only, I put a big and small kind of stuff. The concept is remote desktop. Concept is just a remote desktop. It is always having so many questions. Okay. By question wise, you have to understand. Okay, not interview questions, so question wise you have to understand. Guys, this is my a PC. So here it is an example. It is a very big PC. It's a PCA. Okay, and this is very small PCs, one, PC2, and this is PC3. So just for understanding, I put a PC A like this. These are a smaller infrastructure PCs, mostly thin clients. In generally, we use a thin client system here. You know, thin clients. Normal computer having a processor, RAM, hard disk, like that, right? So we have a normal computer. So you can see motherboard and cabinet like this. You can see normal computer kind of stuff. See, so many components and very big components are there, like a large capacity CPU, like i3 processor, i5 processor, i7 processor, AMD Xeon processor kind of stuff. Big RAM capacities like a 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB. Big hard disk like a 1 TB, 2 TB SSD hard disk, normal hard disk, SMPS. Okay, power supplies, graphic cards like this. This is a full-fledged desktops we are using, right? Full-fledged desktop using. The cost of the desktop is higher. Okay, so at least you have to invest total desktop cabinet is 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, depends upon your system. Now, what happened in my organization? I need a lot of computers, right? So if I go with a normal desktop, it is very costly. It is very costly. I have to invest more money on a user's desktop, more money on a user's desktop. Understand first point. Okay, so second point, what is the use of a computer in the organization or a personal? What is use of a computer? To run applications, different type of applications, MS Office, Word, PowerPoint, okay, VMware, browsers, WhatsApps, okay. So WhatsApp kind of stuff, or some remote application means to play games, view photos, videos. These are different type of purpose of things are there for a desktop, right? To do all these things, we need a good computer infrastructure. Okay, so first of all, cost of infrastructure means size and cost of infrastructure. Power supply to infrastructure means the desktop related components. Okay, that kind of cost. Second, purpose. What is the use of computer to run applications? Okay, so this is it. So what I have done, instead of buying this much of big computer, I purchase a very small thing called a thin clients. Thin clients are a mini PCs you can buy, but mini PCs by name it's a mini, but it is a cost is there. But this is a thin client of kind of stuff. It is a very small box. These are the different type of thin clients. You can see it is a micro thin client kind of stuff, a small box. Okay, it is not that one. So it is actually like this. It's a thin clients. It contains a small processor. It contains a processor. It contains a processor. You can see the box here. It contains a processor, RAM, small built-in storage. Built-in storage? Okay, built-in onboard storage like EMCC. I told no EMCC kind of storage. Very basic kind of OS means just a small basic OS is there. Okay, that is not a full-fledged OS. Okay, normal computers, yeah, N computing. You may seen in your colleges also N computing kind of stuff. Okay, so what is this thin client kind of stuff is very small box. You can get USB connections for a keyboard, mouse connection is there, keyboard, mouse connection is there. LAN connector is there. Some are coming nowadays with the Wi-Fi, built-in Wi-Fi also coming in the new versions. Okay, power connection is there, LAN connection. Okay, LAN connection, Wi-Fi connection. Some are coming with the Wi-Fi connection. Monitor you can connect. You can connect to a monitor also. Okay, VGA port is there for a monitor. And the next one is we can connect audio video. You can see. Okay, audio connection also the mic related connections. You can connect to the mic, speakers. Okay, USB pen drives you can able to connect. Some it depends upon the thin client box. You can able to connect it. Okay, so it is India Mart. If anything is showing in a Amazon kind of stuff, then I can do it. Okay, so this is a Dell related one. Okay, so what sir it is? It's a thin client. Is a very simply say it is a very small size computer. Very small size computer. Like look at this. This is N computing. This thin client X. You can see backside VGA connector. Okay, you can see a mic and speaker connector, USB connector. Okay, and HDMI connector is also there. RJ45 DC port is there. So you can connect like a normal desktop. What we can able to connect like a monitor connection, keyboard connection, mouse connection. Okay, LAN connection, LAN connection. Okay, like that we can able to connect it. Okay, so but how it is works? I said these thin clients. The thin clients don't have a more big infrastructure kind of stuff, but cost is very less. Cost is very less. So you can try thin client kind of stuff here. You can see that is not a one. This is the one like this. This is exactly like this. You can see 3,000 rupees. You are getting Microsoft RD thin clients means remote desktop thin clients type of stuff. It comes with the Wi-Fi also there, inbuilt in Wi-Fi, quad core processor. Okay, 1 GB RAM is also there without lagging. So if you go to this and you can try like this. Okay. Okay. So these are not exactly thin clients. These are Android boxes only. Okay. But these are like a thin client kind of stuff. These are all thin clients only. You can go to each and everything, and you can also see 16 GB flash memory is there. 2 GB RAM is also there. But infrastructure wise, it is very small in the size. So obviously, what we think about it, we cannot install operating system, right? So we know Windows 10, Windows Server, Linux kind of stuff. We can't install a regular operating system. We can't run any kind of applications inside. So you can see these pictures. So then you can understand how it works. Guys, look at this is the host PC. So in a host PC is a dedicated computer. So there is a computer is there, normal computer, and runs with a certain different applications. So this host computer is connected to multiple thin clients. You can see the small boxes are connected to the network. Okay, small boxes are connected, and each thin client box is connected to keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Okay, so in each user can able to access application from your host PC. So they can access a desktop. In the desktop, they can access a websites, applications, different type of mail communications, like that. So like this is the basic diagram. So you can go to this. Okay, so only one big computer, fully configured computer, runs with a different type of applications. Okay, I'm accessing this host PC desktop from the clients. Okay, by using thin client. Okay, by using thin clients. So here also you can see any diagram is available. This is a Ubuntu base connection is showing here. Okay, not required. The cost is also very low. You need a computer means you have to invest 30,000. You need a thin client, you have to invest 3,000. Just less than 3,000 is also there. See, this is N computing kind of stuff. Then you can go to the N computing, and you can see the diagram how they connected, and also N computing server. There's a two boxes are important boxes. I mean, in variations, two boxes are important. One, it is connected to main desktop PC, remaining at a client. This cost is different cost, guys. It is not 36,000. Maybe it is complete setup or a wrong coding. Okay, so cost won't be there like that. In computing mini PCs. Again, so be careful when you say it is a mini PC. What is the use of that one also? See, it's a one server, vSphere server, and it is connected. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, it contains all the components. What's the main host have?
Yeah, it contains. It is a computer, but not like our desktop computer, like a powerful processing. Okay, powerful processor is not there. Storage space is not there. Okay, normal computer, you can see this is a normal computer, a second-hand computer it is. Yes. So look at here, what is there inside? Powerful motherboard. You can see details. Okay, Intel Geo 2.6 gigahertz processor. Okay, Windows 7 in 4 GB RAM, 500 GB hard disk. Okay, so if you go to this one, this is different one. So I showed very small computer, that one. So look at here, it is Cisco processor, AMD Zen 5, 8 GB RAM, 1 terabyte of hard disk, and graphic card like this. So because it's a very cost is there, and more facilities are there. Lesser the cost, lesser facilities, of course. But thing is, normal desktop like this is cost, and we can install a normal operating system like a Windows 10 kind of operating system. We run a games, we run an applications. Okay, so large amount of working support is there. Okay, in a normal desktop, but in a thin clients, it's a very small processor like a ARM type of processor, quad core processor, like a mobile type processors are there. Okay, next one is basic processor, very less RAM. Okay, maybe 256, 512, or maybe 1 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM, even though it won't function like our main desktop. Okay, so main purpose of this thin client is cost is less. Okay, so main purpose of this thin client is very less in the cost is very less, which is I showed already. And we can connect our keyboard, mouse and monitor and network. Okay, so that is second point in the thin client. Third one is it contains a basic office kind, means basic operating system kind of stuff. When you switch on it, it contains some internal built-in application or operating system kind of stuff is there. Okay, so using this one, we can connect to remote PCs. So the point is here, you are working in an organization, not in your home, working in an organization. How to install an application in your PC? Okay, how to run an application, you need an operating system. Okay, so first of all, I have to install. So understand what are the things here it is. First of all, you need an application in your PC. Okay, to run an application, what we required? Operating system. To run an operating system, we need a hardware capacity, right? So this is the sequence. Main purpose is run application. To run application, we need operating system. To run operating system and application, we need the required hardware. Cost of hardware, first one, you have to buy processor, RAM, hard disk, okay, cabinet, all these things. The cost of hardware increases, right? And you have to buy operating system and operating system license. Third one, you have to buy application. You have to buy application and application related cost is there. Application related cost is also there, right? Some application may be free, but some are not, right? So some are applications you get to pay for it. Okay, so you have to pay for it. So applications. So first one is your infrastructure cost, licensing cost is there. Space, maintenance, power supplies, space, maintenance, power supply. The whole thing is, the point is my user has to run an application. That's it, right? The whole point is run an application. So what I'm doing here, it is I access this desktop through network. Very simple. I'm accessing this desktop through network from my PC1. So I'm getting PCA desktop. I get a PCA desktop. Got the question? Understand? Or a question? I'm accessing PCA desktop from PC1. Okay. So if you are accessing my desktop, for example, you're accessing my desktop, guys, just think you are accessing my laptop desktop. Can you access this Eclipse? Can you access this NetBeans? Can you access my VMware? Yes. SQL developer, packet tracer, GoToMeeting, Putty. So you're accessing my desktop means applications in my desktop you can access, right?
Yes.
GitHub. You can play game, Far Cry. Okay, right? So it means what are the applications I'm running in my PC? I can access all the applications. Here, same applications I can run here. So this is the why we can use remote desktop. This is the main part of desktop is Axing application. The fourth one. The first one I said, I forget, second one, third one, fourth one. So third one I said about a thin clients. Okay, fourth one is about a remote desktop application. Okay, remote desktop actually, remote desktop I'm telling about remote desktop. Okay. So first one I told about infrastructure. Third one is usage, I think so. I forget again. Okay, no problem, guys. This is remote, but remote desktop concept comes under Microsoft. Microsoft having a condition. Okay,
So can we explain
Linux is one more.
what is the most advantage
I will go to what it is.
most advantage to go through this? I think to increase the work efficiency, sir.
Yeah, all the kind of stuff. One is investment cost.
Yes, sir.
So I no need to run these applications in my desktop. To run it, I need an operating system and license of operating system, application licenses, and hardware capacity. Okay, I no need to maintain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, yeah. Again, I'm telling you, if you are accessing my desktop, so you can use my applications. Meaning is you no need to install, no need to
Yes.
maintenance,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So cost
Yes.
of will be reduced. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I no need to ask an admin so maintain this application kind of stuff, right? So there's complexity of a user side will be reduced. User side.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe user may not be a technician guys, right? So he may not be a technical guy. He may be a commerce guy. Maybe he's a commerce person, and he only out use of Excel sheet, or maybe Tally application, only commerce related application he wanted. You don't know how to install, maintain, and kind of stuff. What he will do? Directly access the remote desktop, just run the application. You don't need to worry about anything. Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Here
sir.
it is. We'll go one by one. So again, Microsoft condition is there. Linux is multi-user multitasking. Windows single user multitasking. So this is I think like it is a Windows. Yeah, of course Windows it is because it's a remote desktop means Windows concept only, Microsoft concept only we are talking. Okay, so it is one user, one desktop concept. Okay, means I log in with the user one. You log in with the user one. You should log in with user one. User one, user one. So when you log in with user one in the PC one, what happened? It logged out. It logged out automatically. It log out from here. Parallelly, you can't log in. Parallelly, you can't log in. First one. Second. For example, I have a two users. User one, user two. You want to log in with user two instead of user one. Means user one login in a PCA in PC one. User two login. That is also not agree. So because of Microsoft condition is one user, one desktop, one time only. So you cannot log in with a different users. You can't log in same user multiple times also. So if you log in, this will be logged out from here. So that is a Microsoft condition. So how many PCs you can able run? So one PC is running and that user you logged in here. So only one PC you can able to access. So when this is happen, as you asked, that's a good question. That is, what is the use? What is the better way of this one? What I told, reduce the infrastructure cost, reduce the means uh, capacity running kind of stuff. See, these things I told us at little benefits I told, but no benefit at all. User is you can't run if you cannot able to run with the multiple users or at least single user multiple times. You cannot able to. There is no benefit at all, right? Understand, guys? One desktop,
Yeah.
one user.
Yes,
Either
sir.
you log in directly or remotely, but only one user you can able to use it time. Okay. If you log in to remotely, the local one will be logged out. Means one user, one time, one user, one time, one desktop only. One user, one desktop, one time.
So
Okay.
it means the
That's the
your
policy.
host cannot access all users at a time.
Yeah, multiple desktops. Yeah, very good. Like
Yes, sir.
multiple desktop want to log in to same computer from multiple desktops. Like I want to log in here, same desktop want to log in. They can't do it. So at a time, all users cannot access. Like this is either user one, user one, user one.
One
Impossible.
after another.
Or maybe yeah, one after another one. Very good. One after another one. You want to log in with different users. That is also not allowed. Okay. So one system logged out, another system will work. One system is logged out, another system will work. So this is a problem we are facing now. So what is the solution? Again, in a Microsoft, you can buy licenses for user licenses. Normally, when you purchase a operating system or an application, so the license is per user per PC licenses. It means one PC or five PCs like that license is there, or a per user license is also there, right? This is per user license. How many users per user license? Okay. By default, you get a one user license, but per user license and a license bundle. Okay. So in a per user license, you can go to the license bundle like a 10 user one license, 10 users, 20 users, 30 users, like a bundle is there. License bundle, they call it as a license bundle. For example, in my infrastructure, 10 users are there. 10 users are there. So I put a 10 user license bundle here. I have to buy it from Microsoft. You know, we thought everything is like a Microsoft is less secure than a Linux. Microsoft is a costly, Microsoft is a proprietary and all kind of stuff. But Microsoft is exactly same monopoly kind of stuff. Not much flexible it is. Everything is pay and use only. Okay, everything is pay and use only. So definitely, because why still people are paying? Because itself it is a secure one. Okay, no special security required. Itself it's a secure one. So that's people are using compatibilities, application development. So everything is user friendly. Okay. I have a 10 users want to use 10 users want to use my desktop at a time. So I will go for a 10 user license bundle. Now I put a user one is login here. User two login here. User three login here. User four login here. So user two, user three, user four, user five, user six, user seven up to user 10 can able to log in to the same desktop at a time because of this license bundle. Okay, you have to buy it from the Microsoft like a per user licenses type 10 users, 20 users, 30 users license bundle. You have to buy it for logging to same PC from remote desktop or directly. So from remote desktop usually. Okay, from remote desktop you are logging at a time. So we need a license bundle. Understand, guys? The first issue and second solution.
Yeah, sir, got it, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Understand, right?
Yes, sir.
So very Now this user 2 accessing app 1, user 3 accessing app 3, user 4 accessing app 1 and app 3 or app 4 or app 2, whatever it is, like this. So a user is accessing an application by accessing remote desktop. Okay, so this point is up to here clear, right? Clear?
Yes, sir.
So you're accessing my desktop means 10 members. I given it 10 members. Guys, 10 members access my desktop. So 10 members can able to access the application, right? Okay. So all applications, which user required which application they will access, or we can control using local group policies. Using local group policies, you can control this user only access this application. This user can access this application, like that. You can able to control it. One more is there. For every user login, I log into my PC with my user. So it creates under users folder. Afternoon, yeah, I will change the topic. Okay, so I will share Windows servers topic. Practical Windows Server 1 practical is there. So I will show you in afternoon. Okay, not Python. Okay. Windows Server 1 practical is there. Separate practical. I will show you that. Okay, so this is users. This is my username. This is my user profile data. It means whenever user is login to a system, user profile data will be created. In this server only, in the main PC only, user 1 profile data, user 2 profile data, user 3 profile data, user 4 profile data stores in the central PC only. Okay, in the central PC profile data. So user 1, user 2 done some work with the application. Some data is there. The data stores in their separate folders like this. See users, username. So you go to user and you will find this one. Okay, and there's a different kind of stuff is also there, like a public kind of stuff. Okay, or a specific user kind of stuff, or a local or a roaming kind of stuff. So different application wise it is there, but simply your users profile data also stores in the central PC only. Okay, so if you cannot able to maintain, this, you want to maintain in a large infrastructure manner, we use remote desktop servers also available to manage remote desktop PCs, users and access permissions. Okay, you have a servers like remote desktop services. Remote desktop servers. What is the use of this remote desktop servers? So it will maintain remote desktops, gateways, remote desktop. Gateway means how to access remote desktop kind of stuff, defining how to access remote desktops, who can able to access, which user can able to access, which application can able to access, they will define. That is a remote desktop servers. This is point number 1. In the remote desktops, what it is, a single system can be accessed by multiple clients by using a per license bundle, and user can able to access the central PC applications from their desktops only, from their desktops. Using a remote desktop they can access, and whenever they log into the remote central server, their profile data also will be personal profile data will be created under central server only.
Sir, one thing,
So
sir.
it not stores in the local PCs. Yeah, tell me.
Sir, is all the users can access the host at a time, sir, or parallel? PC is parallel
Ah, because
one
earlier
another.
time I told one desktop, one user at a time. But when I put a license bundle, all users can log in at a time. Each user's profile data is separate.
Yeah, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay, you will get your desktop environment, others get other desktop environment. Like in Windows 10, we done a practical, right? Student 1, student 2, student 3 we created. You log in with a student 1. Your desktop data is different. Student to desktop data is different, right? So
Yes,
each
sir.
user having, yeah, tell me. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, each user's profile data is different based on that. So user 2 will get a user 2 same desktop, but as per his profile, background and pictures or what are the data he created, it will be there. It stores in the central only. Multiple users are accessing same desktop. Point is single desktop accessed by multiple users. Okay, like this. So already last time I told this thing, MS, TCS, okay, Microsoft terminal connections. Okay, the service we earlier days name of the service is Microsoft Terminal Server. This Microsoft Terminal Server is name changed to Remote Desktop. Terminal Server name changed to Remote Desktop. MSTC TSC Microsoft Terminal Server Connection. Okay, so you give the IP address of remote PC and give username and the password, and also you can give so how to see the desktop, full desktop or a pixel kind of stuff. Local resources. Do you want to access the sound related kind of stuff, keyboard, printer connections? You want to take a print or a printer connection also. You want it from remote desktop like that. Okay. So other experiences. Okay. User authentications, connection from a anywhere like this. So this is to connect, used to connect. Okay. So connected desktop, access their applications. You can control the application access by using a local group policies or any other user based settings. This is the remote desktop one. The question is will come up. So just breathe once. The question is why I have to access the remote desktop. Again, what is the use of accessing this entire desktop? Why we require? For applications, right? I want to run or work with some applications which is located in the central PC. I want to run, I want to access, I want to work with it. So point is application, not a desktop, right? Point is you need an application. Okay. For example, Manoj required a Eclipse. Gayatri required a, where it is, Visual Studios. Okay. Like a Proful required VMware vSphere client. Maybe someone required my PyCharm. Like different people require different applications or multiple applications. So to access the application, you are accessing entire desktop. So the one small change I'll put it that is called a go to control panel. I'll show you that one. You don't require to access entire desktop. Simply you require to access only application. So you can see the control panel. You can find that one. Remote apps and desktop connection. This
Sir,
is
one
a
thing, sir.
remote app. Yeah, tell me, tell me.
Sir, is there any congestion problems, sir? Because we are accessing the host at a time. Sir, is there any congestion problems, sir?
Yeah, okay, I got it. I got question. I got it. I understand. Very good. you are accessing 10 members, accessing single host, single PC,
Yes.
10 members accessing 10 ways of application. See, application 1 running from here and as well as running here, and multiple applications are running. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that is definitely utilization increases, meaning is more burden on the system.
Host.
That's why we need a more capacity system. Not a single normal system. We need a more capacity, means
And more
big RAM, big processors, more storage kind of stuff. Okay. And also continuously monitor the system, how much utilization is there. 80% utilization, 70% utilization, 90% utilization, compulsory keep monitoring. Okay. So you have to check based on that one. So compulsory, yes, that's a very good question. More number of users log in, more number of applications and multiple applications are running at a time on the same system, definitely more burden on the system. Okay, it's a very
Yes, sir.
next, guys. Point is why we need a remote desktop to run application, to connect with an application, right? So simply you can go to this one. So this is called a remote apps. Instead of accessing entire desktop, you can access only application. You can access only application. Okay. Okay, so simply connect the URL of the remote server host. So different ways to connect. So simply connect to this server URL with a different way of connections, and we can get a list of applications based on your authentication, means which user, which application access, how to give the permission. So then you will get a list of applications. You can directly access the application without accessing entire desktop, without accessing entire desktop. That is called a remote apps. That is called a remote apps. Guys, understand this concept, remote apps concept?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Understand, sir.
Application running in the remote PC, applications in the remote PC running from our local desktops, directly accessing with the remote apps. So again, where applications are running in the central PC or a remote PC and accessing from our system. So this type of concept, we call it as a presentation virtualization.
Sir, one thing, sir.
Understand?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
sir, can we go through this process in virtualization also, sir? Or we need a physical
But
PC, sir?
I didn't get. Tell me.
Sir, I think so. Can we connect through remote desktop through virtualization also, no, sir?
Virtualization.
Yeah, sir.
Remote desktop through virtualization. There is a difference, is there? Of course, I didn't get, means the point is little different. Okay, this is different. Okay, so you can connect a remote server
Oh, yeah, sir.
using
Okay,
a
okay.
different type of connections, like open virtual machine connected to remote server. This is used to connect your remote VMware server, vSphere
Yeah, sir.
server or vCenter server. For connecting, you can use this one. That is the different. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
Uh, Remote desktop connections usually like a Microsoft way. MSDCS remote desktop, you will get it, or you will go to remote apps and there you have to give and you will get it. That's the thing. Second
Yes,
one
sir.
is some earlier days we use web browser to connect. Simply we use a server kind of stuff. We can able to give remote desktop remote apps related server URL here, and we will get it. Okay, so that's also we done earlier days, 2003 time. Okay, that type of servers. 8 onwards, they reduce number of users. Okay, earlier days we have got a 2 users at least. Now we are getting only one single user. Okay, so we can't buy Microsoft license for every time, right? So that's the point. So we didn't practically seen. Virtualization connection is different. Okay, so that's the point is completely different. Okay, leave it. Yeah, the concept is application running in central machine, accessing from our desktop. Either it is your laptop or a thin client or through some different machine. That's the thing. Okay. That is called a presentation virtualization. So application running remotely, running from here. This is a presentation virtualization. Second, one more is there. So that is user profiles are stored and separate folders in the central server only. When you connect it, the user profiles are stored in the central server only. So this is a user state virtualization. So you can migrate this information from one place to another place. User state or user experience virtualization. User state or user experience virtualization comes under the concept of managing user profile data centrally. Managing user profile data centrally called a user state or a user experience virtualization. So this is presentation virtualization and user state virtualization. Guys understand? Presentation virtualization, remote desktop concept, remote apps concept.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So then last point is application virtualization. Application virtualization is developed by different organizations with the different names. Microsoft AppV, VMware ThinApp, Citrix, XenApp, and now that is also name changed to virtual apps kind of stuff. So what is this application virtualization? Same concept as a presentation virtualization, but little difference is there. What is this little different? Look at here. Application is located in the central PC and application also runs from client PC. Both are connected. Meaning is you can run application in the central PC and access remotely. And you can maintain application in the central as well as a local also. Both you can able to do it. So you want to run application remotely, then you can run it. You want to run application remotely as well as a local, also you can able to do it by using application virtualization. Application virtualization. Okay. So importance of your application kind of stuff, very simple. Example is Office 365 is a cloud service. Office 365 is a cloud service, application cloud service, like a software as a service. Software as a service. Meaning is you're running a application. You can run an application in your local machine and as well as remote machine using a web browser. You can see this is I open my Excel sheet in my browser, not in my local system. Okay, so that is a software as a service, Office 365. Okay, it is a similar concept. You can run applications through your web browsers, or you can run application in the remote PCs access from your PC, or both you can run like a server and as well as a client side also. And as you said, guys, that's a very good question you asked. That is, if I run more applications on the central PC, more burden on a central PC. But using this application virtualization concept, less burden on central PC, less burden on central because we are also can run in our application in our own desktop and we can sync it because of it is very simple because local you're running means if network is down also no problem, we can still continuously run the applications. Okay. I'm trying to get the environment how to show you that one. Hubway is also a very important part of a system. Because if you go to the projects like SCVMM kind of stuff, then you can able to see it. So we can create a packages and deploy the packages to remote PCs. Okay, you can virtualize thing like a application access is required. No, not that one. AppV server, AppV client, and this is establishment. No. Zen app. Oh, it is showing. Try to show. Yeah, one more example for that one is Microsoft Store. Microsoft Store also that kind of stuff only. Maybe it is like this. Okay. Already I've seen that is like, it is very simple. Enter your desktop environment. It shows on your screen. Okay. On your screen kind of stuff like how you use a task manager and all kind of stuff. It will open. Applications are there. Just you can select application. You can work on with that application. Just like how you use these applications like this. You can see how you can be able to use application in your browser, like how I'm accessing Office 365 cloud services. Same way only we can able to access. You can deploy application from one place to another place. You can repackage the application, customize the application using AppV kind of stuff, and also in a desktop virtualization. So application virtualization is also a vital role. Okay, so user can access the desktop from anywhere, and importance of accessing a desktop is not for a desktop, right? Applications. You can access the applications from anywhere, any device. Because of this remote desktop concept or a presentation virtualization concept bind with a system to system kind of stuff. But this application virtualization, you can access with the regular desktops, your mobile phones, tablets also you can able to access. You can run application on the remote system as well as your local systems also you can able to access. So this is the application virtualization. If you don't understand application virtualization part, only application virtualization part, it's okay. Little bit more thing is there. But last point, not last point, again I'm telling, presentation virtualization simply is a remote desktop concept. Run application in the central PC, access from your local PC. That's it. Okay. And user profile data store in central, and we work with on the our local system only. Okay. Application virtualization, run application on a central PC, Okay, and also you can run application on the local PC. And we can sync the application status, profile status, and also application can be accessed from different type of devices. It's like a BSOD type. Okay, this is the main platform for a desktop virtualization VDI type of infrastructure support. That's it. Any doubts or any questions? Anybody got a headache at least?
No, sir.
Okay, definitely you will get it afterwards. No problem. Okay, that's it now. Okay, so as we discuss in a virtualization, so different type of virtualizations, server virtualization, network virtualization, storage, and application and presentation virtualizations. Okay, I said I will show you VMware vSphere kind of stuff. Maybe after some time I'll show you. But afternoon I will start with DFS practical is there, server practical. I forget that one, guys. So I will show you the DFS practical. Yeah, tell someone put a question. Bon is present. Okay. Okay.